everybody. Can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Wow, this is kind of exciting. I don't know really where to look, but I wanted to tell you just very briefly that we have something kind of special today. As many of you know, in our Arts and Medicine program, we have a songwriting program called Purple Songs Can Fly. And Purple Songs have flown many places. They've flown in the Himalayas, they've flown in Continental Airlines, they've flown in outer space, and today they're going to fly under the ocean. So I guess they're really swimming. So today is a Purple Songs Can Swim Day. And so I would like to introduce Anita Cruz, the founder of the Purple Songs Can Fly program, and she's going to tell you a little bit about Purple Songs.
I'm supposed to turn this way so they see me on the camera, so I'll be like this. Purple Songs Can Fly, which most of you know, is a recording studio that we have in the Cancer Center just around the corner, and we work with the children to write and record their own songs. And last year, Zachary wrote a song called That's Why I Don't Eat Fish, and it's all about wanting to be a marine biologist. And just this January, Kasia, who you'll meet soon, heard Zachary's song on our website and knew that we were flying the songs. And she was involved with the NOAA missions to the Undersea Research Center. And she had the idea that maybe they could take Zachary's song under the water and let it swim. So at the same time, I was having a meeting with someone in the Bahamas who knew Roger Payne, who was the founder of recording whale songs. So they gave me permission to use the whale songs, and we mixed the whale songs with Zachary's song, and you'll be hearing that song today in a little bit, and other songs that we've sent to the underwater station. So they'll be playing the songs, and the children will be able to talk to the researchers who are underwater right now, and you see that on the right screen, you'll see one of the researchers. So I would like to introduce Kasia, who made this all happen, and she'll tell you more about what we're going to do today with the Undersea Research Center.
Thank you, Anita. Hi, I'm Kasia Rai, and I'm a biochemist and molecular biologist, and this past year I'm actually a NOAA hauling scholar and served in laboratory and field work, diving and working with scientists out of this Aquarius underwater habitat, taking water quality samples and doing biochemistry lab analysis. And this summer I'm actually in my pre-medical training, and I'm here at Baylor working in Dr. Plan's lab, actually, who's here, in human and molecular genetics and research in acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which hits home for me very much because I actually have a friend that I lost to cancer and know that many people have at least a family member or someone close to them who's been touched by cancer. And so it's a very pertinent issue to all of us, and I know something very important for us to work on. And my goal in connecting with my future patients in this work is really to bring an approach to look at the whole person and understand the value of artistic expression and these other processes. And when I heard about Anita and her work and was on the website trying to learn about the program before I came out here, I heard your song, Zach, and was so inspired by your beautiful message and your love of the oceans and this work and this beautiful song that you created, and was wondering how can I contribute to this project and offer something. And with my work in connection with the Aquarius habitat, I couldn't think of any better way that I wanted to share this experience with you and be a part of this process. So I'm very honored to contribute to this project. I'm thrilled to have you all here today, and I would like to introduce you to some of my colleagues who are down in the habitat right now. I will give it over to our center director, Otto, who is currently down in the habitat. Otto?
Hi, Kasia. Welcome, everybody, to Aquarius, the world's only underwater laboratory. It's nice to see Kasia again, one of our alumni.
Hey, Doc.
Queries, I don't know if, Cassia, did you get an opportunity to fill them in a little bit about who we are and what we do?
No, only briefly. I actually have an information sheet that we've been handing out to people as they enter the room, but I've only briefly been able to give the background, so.
Okay, well, I'll give a quick, brief background as well then. So we've been here in operation since 1993. Aquarius was built in 1986, and it operated briefly in St. Croix for a year, and then it ended up here. We moved it here, refit it, put it back together, and moved it here. Been in operation since '93. The mission that we're on right now is mission 97 for us. So we're looking forward to completing mission 100 later this year in November, hopefully. And basically, we support. That's pretty good. We support scientific missions to support NOAA's operational goals. We also do training with the U.S. Navy, and we also do a little bit of training with NASA astronauts who come here and do a little bit of training as well. Typical mission lasts anywhere, typically somewhere around 10 days. And we're sitting here in 62 feet of water to the bottom, to the sand. We have incredible views and a small living space, but we thoroughly enjoy it. And I'd also like to introduce to you Mr. Ken Niedermeyer, sitting to my left here. He's we get a little giddy in here, but he's one of the biologists working on the project that we're doing for this mission, coral restoration. And I just want to have him describe his project a little bit to you. Okay.
Well, hi, everybody. We're, like Otto said, we're down here. There's a little bit of a delay, so you'll wave, and then I'll see you wave. But now they're laughing. So we're down here planting corals for a research project. It'll be a long-term project, and it's really exciting because some of the questions that we're hoping to answer are questions that all the scientists have about these corals. So we're hoping to, getting it all set up right now, and then over the next few years we'll come back out and we'll keep coming out and monitoring these corals and seeing how they're growing, seeing what's killing them, if something is killing them, and comparing them to other corals. It's kind of a geeky science project, but it's well worth it. I think it's going to answer some really important questions.
Hey, geeks make productive scientists.
That they do.
We have a couple of geeky scientists, and then I'm kind of a make-believe scientist. I collect tropical fish by day. That's what I make a living doing. But I do the science when I get free time, which is, it's not really a hobby, but it's a passion.
Great.
So.
Yeah.
And I have 4 kids at home, 4 daughters, and 2 or 3 of them are going to come out later this week and see me on Father's Day, I think. So that'll be my Father's Day present.
Great. Now, Otto, are you all going to give a quick tour of the habitat, or do you want us to take some kids' questions right now, or where are you guys at?
Yeah, I have the cameras, another camera rigged up so we can do a quick walking tour if you'd like, and then do questions. And if you want it, while I'm leading the tour, I might be able to turn Zach's song on, and you might be able to hear it in the background a little bit while we're walking around. It's hard to say, but we'll give that a try. As you can see, we have a lot of forms of communication in here, and it's Otter out there. Okay, very good. So you might hear some communications going back and forth. There's a boat over, a research boat overhead right now that we're communicating. Research diver that Cassie has been on many times. Tim says hi, by the way. And anyway, so if I'll bear with me, I'm going to try to switch the view. If Dana's going to grab the camera here. And I'm going to try to switch the view to walk around, and then I'm going to carry the microphone around, and we'll try to give you a quick tour of the habitat. I am AV challenged, so hopefully this will work.
You have you have 6 aquanauts down there right now, including Otter and yourself, correct?
Correct. There are 6. There's 2 out on the reef right now. There's 1 holding this remote camera that should be selected. And then there's, we actually also have another participant inside, our doctor. Our Navy doctor is here with us. He came down to do a visit. Are you still able to see our feed?
Yes, you're like shifting around, but yes,
okay.
we are.
A little bit fast? Okay. Very good. When I cue the music there, we'll play a little music in the background. Hit play there, Doc. Thank you. There we go. You can hear a little bit of whales. That's something we don't normally hear here, by the way. Whales don't pass close enough to us normally, so it is kind of enjoyable to hear a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm looking at it the wrong way. I am AV challenged.
We keep looking at the monitor instead of the camera.
Exactly.
So we know that you're the camera.
Right, exactly.
We'll try to stay high in the camera instead of watching that stupid monitor.
Right. So anyway, where we were sitting, right here, this is our galley table, or the
dining room
table, the dining room table. This is where we eat. This is the view that we get to the outside world with fish swimming by. We have a film over this one right now because if we didn't, you wouldn't be able to see us. There's too much sunlight streaming in. With the speakers in the back. But anyway, if you want to look, Dana, up above, while we're sitting here in Aquarius, this is what we get to eat at our dining room table. We typically eat freeze-dried backpacking food. There's peanut butters, breads, couple of soups, things like that. So it's a lot more like a camping trip than anything else. It's on the speaker itself. There you go. Perfect. Anyway, so this is our small refrigerator right here. It doesn't keep things very cold. There's no freezer compartment, so we have no frozen goods, but we are able to keep a few items good. Don't step on my cord, kid. There you go. Anyway, this is a very small bunk room in here. As you can see, we can only sleep 6 people, 3 on each side. We did make our beds just for you guys. And we also have a really nice view as well, which will hopefully get Dana to slide past me with enough cable here. Oh, the other one. There you go. And give you a view of what the outside looks like. Maybe so. Oh, there you go. A few fish swimming around the reef down below. Not too much swimming by. But we get great views at night. We leave the lights on. And you'll see Goliath groupers in particular will hang around right outside the viewport, and lots of other schooling fish as well will swim by and give us a great show. It makes you not want to go to sleep at night, but then we're extra tired from having dove all day, so we definitely have no problem falling asleep. Let's go back out of here. And don't let Dana tray up.
Yeah, I think that's
holding the camera actually is Dr. Dana Williams, eminent marine biologist.
Yeah. I'll break the camera.
This is Dustin Roberts, our Navy physician. For every mission, we have a Navy doctor review our dive physicals and actually give us an exam before we go inside to make sure we're healthy and up to standards before we come in. We don't want someone to get sick while we're inside. And if anybody does have a problem, he makes some of the best house calls that we have. And he takes care of us, and we certainly appreciate it. Here's our kitchen. Very small, the sink. Yeah, applause for the doc. Thank you.
I can get applause.
I know. This is our instant hot water heater here. This is how we rehydrate our food, make hot drinks that we thoroughly enjoy, because even though the water's warm, it's almost 82 degrees outside in the water column right now. That's still cold when you're out for 6 hours a day. You still get cold. It still reduces your body heat. So we're big on hot drinks and hot foods to help warm up.
Cold in here.
Yeah, because it is cold in here. We keep it cold in here to keep the humidity down. So. Sorry, just giving the doc. So he's going to put in your other CD and get the other songs playing in the background. In here is what we were just in. We like to call the main lock. We're now in the entry lock. So this is what we call a two-lock system, so that the doorway we just came through, we can close that and compartmentalize the habitat in two separate sections. And then from there, if we need to have someone go out, or we can decompress them in this while everybody else stays together in there. If Doc needs to take somebody out, well, we typically wouldn't. You see a lot up here, a lot of control panels. This is our atmospheric makeup. We have a continuous bleed of fresh air coming in through the habitat. And we also have CO2 scrubbers that are taking out the CO2, because that's our biggest enemy. And one of the small electrical panels, well.
On the back.
Pardon? Oh, yeah. So, in case of any emergency, especially with the air that's inside, we have these emergency, we call them bibs. Built-in breathing system is what they're called, bibs. But we have enough of these. There's 7 up here right now. And if we have smoke or fire or anything like that, we're able to go to that as an emergency. That's never happened. We've had to really go to these for a true emergency, so we'd like to avoid that if at all possible. But we have, as you see, we have the Aquarius has lots and lots of safety features and lots of redundancy. If something breaks, we have 2 of everything, and then there's another spare as well. This is one of our work areas over here, with spare parts on the shelves above and some of the scientific equipment's in the bag, phones, tools, things like that. And then here's what everybody always wants to see, what all the questions have come about. We'll go ahead and go there right now. There it is, the toilet. This is the toilet for the habitat. Yes, there is one. It's very small. You don't get a lot of privacy. You guys might be used to that. You got a little curtain here, and yes, your feet stick out of the bottom. So. Anyway, over here is a small sink that we use for brushing our teeth, and you can also use it for science if you need to. The current mission, however, doesn't really bring much inside, and of course it has a view also. As you can see, there's another camera. That's one of our outside cameras. If you go to our website, you could actually live right now be watching yourself watching us. So, we're going to try to go out through this door right here, which takes us out to the wet porch. It's very humid out there, and the camera may fog up, but I'll try to use my shirt and clear it out a little bit. I'm not sure how far this microphone's going to go, or the camera.
Is Cassie there?
Cassia is there. Oh, yeah.
How you doing? How you doing?
There's Otter. Yep.
So humid.
And there's Craig. And then Otter.
Where are they? In where the water comes up.
And there's Ryan.
That's why it's like all
another intern.
Hey, Ryan.
How's our view looking?
That's
Do I need to wipe? Hang on while I try to wipe the lens a little bit.
I was like,
Anyway, this is the wet porch. This is where we enter and exit the habitat. It stays at ambient pressure. The pot that Craig is leaning on down here is how we transfer things dry out of the habitat. And they actually get swum up by man divers like Craig and Ryan there, who swim these things up and down. Yep.
Hi, divers.
Currently, he's standing in waist-deep water, or almost waist-deep water. And he's standing on a grate that allows him to be able to stand up in the atmosphere here. Anyway, so over here, to my left, is the air distribution panel that so the air comes in here and we distribute it throughout the habitat as needed for either high pressure, actually goes out to our gazebos for filling or in here, and for the door operators and for a variety of other tasks. Over here, log it up again. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Here's our shower. We take what they affectionately call ship showers. We try to rinse off real quick, lather up, rinse that off again, and we try to minimize the amount of water that we use, since our onboard water capacity is pretty good, but we'd rather not fill up if we can help it. It also has a view. Everything here gets a nice view. Great. We also use an underwater camera. Yeah, there's a camera that Ken's been using.
So you can see the camera's inside here. It's got a clear case around it to keep everything, keep the water out. And we look through the thing there, and all these buttons and knobs are working the different functions on the camera. We put a filter on the camera too, so that it helps the color when you're taking pictures. It doesn't look like much, but it makes a big difference on the pictures. So this is just a regular land camera that fits inside the housing. And a lot of the different cameras that you can buy in the store today, they make housings for them so you can take them underwater. That's a good job.
All right, I think we keep clogging up enough. We'll head back inside. Thank you, Otter.
Yes, definitely.
Good job.
So are there a couple of kids who have questions for them? We have one or two questions. Alex, you want to come over here and come on over by the mic?
Thank you, Otto. Well, he's trying to wake it down. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to wake it down now.
Here, go ahead.
How long do y'all stay under there at periods?
How long do we stay under here, underwater? We're in currently for an 8-day mission. So we went in on Tuesday morning. We'll come out next Wednesday morning. And what we have to go through between now and then, we'll stay inside. But at the end, we'll go through 16 and a half hours of decompression. So that what we do is we just lock that doorway that we went to the wet porch. We close that, then we change the air inside to equalize the pressure to the surface. The habitat itself doesn't move. Then we open the door, equalize it again, and make a dive up to the surface at the end.
And this is Alex, one of our songwriters, by the way.
Hello, how are you? Good. Enjoyed listening to all the songs, by the way. We were listening to them all day yesterday. We had a ball. It was much better than I anticipated from children's songs. Especially singing your own songs. I was a little skeptical before I ever turned it on, but I was very impressed once I started listening. So.
Okay, this is Zachary, and he has a question.
What kind of corals are you using in monitoring the coral?
We're using staghorn coral, which is one of the fastest growing corals, and then we're also using a coral called mountainous star coral. So it's a star coral that makes great big heads, and then staghorn coral that grows fast and weedy all over the place.
Thank you very much. It's very interesting. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Question right here.
How do y'all live under there when you're using up constantly all the oxygen?
Well, we have a constant supply coming from above us. There's a life support buoy that has generators and compressors inside, and it feeds us a constant supply of air that we flush through here. And we also condition the air as well with CO2 scrubber, so it takes out the carbon dioxide that wouldn't do us a whole lot of good here. So we take that back out, and everything's fine.
So this is Alex, who's written the song that I sent you, and this is Zachary, who wrote the song with the whale songs.
Right, yep. Yeah, I got to meet Zach right before the program started.
Oh,
That was a pretty good song, Zach. I like that.
Yeah.
I have to get that for my kids.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. And as marine biologists, we definitely appreciate the desire to be one, because that's the way I was when I grew up. I knew I always wanted to be a marine biologist ever since I was a kid. So.
Yep.
And here we are.
Didn't you start in dayboat, Otto, and work your way all the way up to?
Yes, I did. Yep. Started at the bottom. Well, everybody has to. So.
Yeah.
It's more fun on the bottom too, by the way.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
When you graduate, then you become a desk jockey. You sit around behind the desk all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Well, we have one more person we'd like to introduce you to, and then we're going to go because we have a performance. We have some dancers from Hopestone Dance Company who are going to dance to Zachary's song here in the clinic. But one of our medical directors came by. This is Dr. Brigitte Mueller, and she'd like to say hello.
Hello, everybody, and thanks very much for participating in this. This is a great event, and as you can see, we have a wonderful turnout. These are very special children, and having an event like that really is something even more special if they have to come to the hospital to have at least some fun here. And I bet you recruited just a few future scientists as well. So thank you very much for helping us with this. This is a wonderful idea.
We have another question.
How deep are you?
Right now, it's 62 feet to the bottom out there in the sand, but where the habitat itself is up on a base plate, so it's up a little higher. We're at about 45 feet.
Any other questions?
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I hope eating Jell-O next isn't any more exciting than this was.
Best of the rescue mission and a safe, successful ending.
Thank you. And thanks for the music. We'll keep listening for the rest of the week.
So much.
Bye.
Bye.
Fish since I was 5, George Washington and Jaws. Some are gone and some are alive, but all made a mark on my heart. That's why I don't eat fish, that's why I don't eat fish, that's why I don't eat fish. That's why I don't eat fish, that's why I don't eat fish, that's why I don't eat fish. When I grow up, I want to study the sea. Take a submarine to the ocean floor, to the darkest depths, to the last frontier, and see what there is to explore. That's why I don't eat fish. 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 Fish are farmed in inhumane tanks. They cull and kill till the best are left. A fish farm is not where they need to be. I wanna see them swimming free. That's why I don't eat fish. 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 That's why I don't eat fish.